some conspiracy theories. I was at a party, and someone behind me just tapped me on the shoulder, was just like, "Yo, Black Jedi!" I turned around, it was Samuel Jackson. He's like, "You my son!"
So first of all, we need to establish that Mace Windu didn't actually die in Revenge of the Sith and is still alive in the new trilogy. So let's break down the Mace Windu versus Palpatine fight scene. Let's start with Anakin cutting off Mace Windu's arm. Well, everyone knows that getting your arm cut off in Star Wars has never been a lethal injury. Dozens of Jedi have had their arms cut off and lived. Secondly, he's hit with the full power of Palpatine's Force lightning. While this clearly would injure and scar Mace Windu, it almost definitely didn't kill him. For one, Mace Windu makes a grunting sound when he goes flying out of the window. So we know he's still alive after being hit with the lightning. Also, Force lightning has never killed anyone in any previous Star Wars movies. Palpatine hit Luke and Yoda with the Force lightning and didn't kill either of them. Count Dooku hit Anakin with the Force lightning and he didn't die. And even when the full power of Palpatine's Force lightning was deflected back onto himself, the lightning didn't kill him either. And lastly, Mace Windu is shot out of the window and falls from a great height. But as Samuel Jackson has said, Jedi can fall from great heights and be completely fine. In fact, no Jedi has ever died from a fall in any of the Star Wars movies yet. And Jedis have fallen from even higher than Mace did. Even Anakin fell hundreds of feet in the same city of Coruscant and landed on a car completely safe. So of course Mace Windu, a Jedi Master, would be able to land safely. Now you might be thinking, Snoke looks nothing like Mace Windu. He's old, he has ghostly white skin, he's scarred all over his face, etc. But when you think about it, that's exactly how Mace Windu would look when you account for everything that has happened to him. The first being he was hit with the full power of Palpatine's Force lightning. And when the exact same lightning was deflected by Mace Windu onto Palpatine's own face, Palpatine's skin turned from a normal flesh color to a ghostly white. It also severely disfigured, scarred, and burnt Palpatine's face beyond recognition. And that's exactly what it did to Mace Windu as well. It disfigured his face, changed his skin to a pale, ghostly white, burnt and severely scarred Mace Windu, just like it did with Palpatine. Snoke also looks very old and even says that he's been alive to see the Galactic Empire rise and fall.
I watched the Galactic Empire rise and then fall.
So he's been alive since the prequels, which makes sense if he's Mace Windu. Mace Windu was alive in the prequels to see the Empire rise and fall, and would now be an old, fragile man. And as for Mace Windu's lost arm, he clearly would have a lifelike mechanical arm, just like some other Jedis who've lost an arm. And the scar on his head could be from hitting his head during the fall on Coruscant. And it is worth mentioning that they are both bald as well. Before we get into Mace Windu's motives, we need to establish that he isn't as good and innocent as you might think. In fact, Mace Windu uses more of the dark side than probably any other Jedi. You may not have noticed, but Mace Windu uses a badass purple lightsaber. Along with it being cool and all, it also symbolizes Mace Windu's balance of both the dark and the light side of the Force, as blue and red combined make purple. In fact, Mace Windu is one of the only Jedis to use Vaapad, a Force state of mind that allows the user to channel his own inner darkness into a duel. This means that when Mace Windu fights, he uses the dark side of the Force, but he tries to control and balance it so it doesn't completely overtake his emotions. And you can definitely notice this whenever he fights. He cuts off Jango Fett's head and was about to kill Palpatine overtake his emotions. And you can definitely notice this whenever he fights. He cuts off Jango Fett's head and was about to kill Palpatine when even Anakin said it was not the Jedi way to just kill Palpatine without a trial. And Snoke is very much obsessed with the balance of the dark and the light side of the Force as well. Snoke even chose to train Ben Solo specifically because he has both the dark and the light side of the Force within him. Snoke even states this in the official Force Awakens novel.
What you are made of. The dark side. And the light.
And in the trailer for the movie.
Dark side. And the light.
So if Snoke is Mace Windu, he could see himself in Kylo Ren since they both balance both the dark and the light side of the Force. Major. Sit. Good boy. Shake. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Up. Over. Good boy. Weave. Good boy. You ready to go meet your new best friend?
Good boy.
That's how it begins. Your place.
When did you welcoming party?
Calling upon nature's strength. It's 2:00.
Popping the chimney.
I gotta admit, I may have tricked you.
So why exactly would Mace Windu turn to the dark side? Well, as we know, he's already delicately balancing the dark and the light side of the Force. So all it takes is a strong enough push to send him to one side or the other. And being betrayed by Anakin could certainly be the push that was needed. Mace Windu would also have a vendetta against the Skywalkers, as Anakin Skywalker betrayed him, cut off his arm, and allowed Palpatine to scar, disfigure, and almost kill him. So this could be one of the main reasons why he wants to find Luke to kill off the Skywalker bloodline as revenge. He would also want to enact revenge on the Palpatine lineage too, since Emperor Palpatine almost killed him. And if the theory is true that Rey is Emperor Palpatine's granddaughter, he would want to kill her as well, as she is the last of Palpatine's bloodline, which would also explain why he's so interested in finding Rey. There's also an amazing fan theory that suggests Mace Windu thinks he himself was the chosen one and not Anakin. It explains why he tries to stop Anakin from being trained in the first place, why he's always mean to Anakin, and even tries to stop him from gaining the rank of Master on the Jedi Council. Also, the prophecy for the Chosen One even explains that the Chosen One will bring balance to the Force, and Mace Windu learned to balance the Force perfectly with Vaapad. He has a purple lightsaber to symbolize his balance of the Force. And he was about to kill Palpatine, the last remaining Sith. So he could still believe he is the chosen one and wants to kill the remaining Skywalkers because they challenge his belief that he is the chosen one and not one of them. Even Han Solo knows he plans on killing Kylo Ren, who is of the Skywalker bloodline as well, when he's finished using Kylo Ren for his powers. Mace Windu, like some other Star Wars characters, has a signature lightsaber move that pretty much only he seems to use.